Dude, crazy times. It's always been crazy times, but it feels like it's really crazy times. And in the crazy times, you got to ride the tiger. What else are you going to do? You know, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I don't have an opinion on who he was as a guy. All I know that he was is that he was in the arena, and he was in front of a lot of people, and he was spreading a message that he believed in. And I hate to see humans suffer. I hate to see that his wife and kid lost their father. That's what I think about that. And so the human in me says, God bless his family. Give them strength. Give them peace. I don't care about any of the politics. And I know a lot of people are rallying and they're getting crazy and they're getting upset and emotional. But you got to rise above that. You have to surf that tempest. You have to ride the tiger, because times are getting crazy. And there's a lot of loud voices that are very confusing. If you let them pull you in, you will lose focus on what is truly important. And as I've said before, whenever we witness horror makes you pay attention. And we're in a circus, you know, we're in a circus. We're in a circus that has turned into a madhouse. Because, hey, circus doesn't do enough business. It's not just enough to entertain. So the people got to be scared. Because if they're scared and they're filled with fear, then they'll pay attention. And they'll look to certain people to guide them. So you have to be real savvy when it comes to this. So put all the nays and the yays behind you. And I say, let's send Charlie Kirk off. Let's send him a proper goodbye. You know what I mean? You live in this life, you die in this life. And perhaps death is just a portal. Death is just a portal to more life. His name was Charlie Kirk. 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 God bless him. See you up there soon, buddy. Hey, you ever think, man, we're all going to be there? I mean, really, we're all going to be there one day. It's not like, you know, this is all going to get, everyone's going to, in a week, you know, okay, in a week, everyone's carrying on. I mean, Twitter's already moving on. Life happens. He's not sad. He's dead. His wife and family are sad. This is the reality, man. Life is happening to you. You're going to dance with it, or you're going to get in your head. You're going to get emotional. You're going to ride the tiger. You're going to surf Kali Yuga. What are you going to do? Because there's way too many people that have bought the lies. They have listened to that siren by the cliffside. They've listened to that temptress just seducing them. Think you'll be like God. Think, get really, really in your head. You can think your way through all of this. Listen, man, nothing but an idiot. The idiot is a thinker. That's the only thing that gives him confirmation, is that he's always thinking, always in his head, always being able to cast judgments on what is right, what is wrong. You know, you give the average guy an outlet to express his opinion on any given subject. Like anything. It's like most men are afraid to give their opinion on a subject because they fear embarrassment. What will people think about my likes and my interests and my opinions? But you ask someone about their political takes, and the freaking roaches come out of the woods. I mean, the foaming raccoons come out of the dumpster, just ready to tell you. It's like they thought long and hard on their political takes. Is this really what you've been reduced to, boiled down to, is a set of us versus them political takes, man? Get the fuck out of here. These people, you know what I say when you start listening to that demon on your shoulder, that siren calling you, think, my boy. Think, my boy. You'll be just like God. You know what I say? Repeat after me. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Do a 25-20, 25-20, and moonwalk away. Moonwalk away. That's all you got to do, dude. Moonwalk away from this beast, from this tarantula that wants to ruin you. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. God bless Charlie Kirk. That's what I say. And you know, God bless that girl on the train. But they're dead. So where do we go from here? We have our own lives to worry about. Protect the ones you love. Honor God. Stop thinking so much. Stop being afraid to live your life. The only reason that so many of us are unhappy is because we lived a life that everyone sort of set up a set of rules that I gotta abide by these rules. When you abide all the time, when you constantly think in a box, in a prison, really, what you do is you block off the spirit. You don't have faith, and you don't have this idea that you can really make it, that you can live this life how you want to live, and you can make it no matter what trials or tribulations come your way, dude. No matter what happens, whatever, people die around you, your mom and dad losing a woman, losing a girlfriend, losing everything, your house burned to ground, whatever happens, you will be able to get back up and keep going and walking that path. And if a man loses that belief in his bones, in the marrow of his bones, that's when he turns into just a husk. Just a husk. I'm smoking a Free Will. This is by Oliva, I believe. I think Oliva owns these guys. I think they make this cigar. And I had these before. I smoked about 10 of them, and I think I was burnt out, but I haven't had them since last year. This one sat in the Humi for a bit. It's really good. I'm actually impressed. It tastes like an Oliva Serie O, but a little sweeter. Kind of in the middle of Serie O to Serie V. Doesn't have the depth of a Serie V, but it's nice. It's good. I'm actually really enjoying it. The one thing though is the spirit, man. Like the spirit is under attack. So you gotta be vigilant with your mind and your, like, these are all spooks. You know what I mean? These are all things that try to enter your mind, and they try to keep you like hunker down. Hunker down. I don't want to hunker down. I will not be hunkering. Dude, holy smokes, man. Do you not see it? Like, this is all just a gigantic game. A guy died. A guy just died. Okay, that's it. And so whatever you think is going to come of this, let it happen. Stop thinking about it. You say rest in peace, rest in heaven. Charlie's up there in the heavens algorithm right now. He's dancing with God. And you know what I love? I love the quote by C.S. Lewis. I hope that when I die, that all of hell rejoices because I'm out of the fight. Man, that's pretty badass. I mean, that was a guy, like him or hate him, who was making fishers of men. I believe he had a good heart. And people say, oh, he was tied in with Israel. He was in it. Dude, I don't give a fuck, okay? Israel, Palestine, whenever I see human beings suffering, I don't want to see that. And I wish I could alleviate the suffering. I never want to see anyone suffer. Why? Because we have access to this violence, the violence of this little scrying device, our phone, that allows us to see, every little thing. Why do we lose our humanity and play God? And why do we not just feel a sort of humanity? You know, how desensitized can we really get? And so I choose not to. And I know many people, they feel desensitized. But why lose your humanity? What good are you if you're an animal? You know, so keep your head when all about you are losing theirs. You got to keep your head. So don't get caught up in these games. Don't get caught up on the normal bus. Ride the short bus, man. Ride the tiger, because it is going to get even crazier. The more technology, the more louder talking heads, politics, assassinations, killings that we see, it seems like it's really, really crazy. It seems like it is, like every day is just the last. But really, when you wake up in the morning and your 2 feet hit the ground, you say, God, thank you for this day. I'm alive. I'm alive. Come what may. Show me what to do. Your will be done in my life. It's a bit too simple for a lot of people. A lot of people want to run around like chickens with their heads cut off, man. They want to be the Messiah. They want to be God. They want to, be mean to everyone. Fuck these people, man. Bare your teeth at these devils. Set your teeth upon these devils. Because they don't know. It's all because they feel weak. You notice that weak people, like really, not even in body, I'm not saying physically, but just weak, need something to latch onto. Left or right, you could be on either side, and you're going to make this your war, your fight. Do you not have your own life to live? Do you not have your own business to run? Do you not have your own, happiness to deal with here and now? Your purpose in life, is this really what you choose to make your reality? What I witnessed is a man get shot and died in front of his family, and I wish him well. And I hope that he's with God right now. I hope he is in peace. I believe that there is life after death. And I choose to believe that, because that, to me, is the only reality that I want to believe in. And so any reality that I want to be in, I believe it with full faith and conviction. And I never have to explain myself. I never have to look to science. I never have to ask any questions. I simply believe that thing with unlimited amounts of faith. Faith as small as a mustard seed. That's all you need. But so many people choose because they think, and they've been fooled like the idiot into believing certain facts about their reality that do not serve them. And I've said this before, that strength is always your best guide. If you want to look at life a certain way, you should look at life through a lens of, this is amazing. This makes me strong. This grants me peace. If it does not, then simply stop. Stop believing it. Fuck the science. Fuck the facts. Retardmaxxer. Ye of little faith. Ye of doubt. Blessed is the mind too small for doubt. Ignorance is not bliss. Be wise and choose to think however you want. Choose a life in a philosophy that serves you. And don't let anyone tell you differently. And don't live up to anyone's standards. And don't try to impress anyone or think, and let no one disturb your peace, man. Let no one get you riled up. Be riled up because you see something and you do something about it, if you're prepared to do something about it. But too many people making their world so big, in a big world, that they'll do nothing about. They'll do nothing about even a little bit. All they will do is yell about it on Twitter, yell about it all over social media. They'll get a few people riled up. They'll get their clicks. They'll get their views. At the end of the day, when it's the end of the day and their head hits the pillow, they've done nothing. They've done nothing except orchestrate and be the purveyors of thought and fool more people. They, instead of making fishers of men, they've made a bunch of idiots. And I'm here with a cigar to make retards. I'm here to tell you that you do not need to be in your head all the time. You do not need to believe all of these voices and think all the time. You need to get out of that. You need to realize that when you set along on your journey and you go against the grain and you will be in the pool with these people. You will be in the pool with these people. And just like a chlorine pool, when you get out, you stink like chlorine. You gotta wash that shit off you. You gotta scrub your balls. You gotta really get that shit off of you, because these people will judge you and criticize you, and you will look at them with love and you will say, my friend, my idiot friends, be at peace. Stop this nonsense. I do not need your approval. I do not need you to qualify me. I do not need your praise. And you just let them be. Let them live their life. Let them go off to the slaughterhouse. Let them live the lives of quiet desperation. Like you've heard the quote, many people, many men, man, you know, many men die at 25, but don't get buried until they're 80. And that's true. These people, though, when they see you living a life, living with force, with power, with will, looking to God, God, your will be done in my life. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm here. There'll be a resentment. There will be a contempt, because it shows, it really holds up a mirror to their own life, that perhaps they played it safe. You know, they played it safe. And by playing it safe, it confirms to your spirit that you are a coward. Because the indomitable spirit, the spirit of power, love, and equanimity that God has given us, is confirmed and made, it is fortified when we live with faith. Does that not just make sense? Hallelujah, dude. I mean, hallelujah. When we live, when we walk by faith, you know, you stumble along. You're stumbling, though. Many people fight, flight, or freeze. A lot of people freeze up. When anytime something goes wrong, freeze. It's like the people on the train, on the girl that got stabbed. They just freeze. You know, freeze. Are you gonna live your life in a state of frozenness, like a little frozen princess you are? The audacity to complain, the audacity to poke. Oh, this, dude, your life sucks. You've made this your war. Your emotions confirm to your ego that this is the war that you're in. Dude, some people, all they have is thought. You know, that's literally all they have is thought. They have nothing else. No weight on this world, no merit, no joy to give others, no quality, just you know, what is inside of man that rallies people, that invigorates someone else. You don't have any of that. As a man, you really don't have any of that. You lack that shit. How will you ever make it? You give that up for your safe, warm bed at night, for your security in your 60s. You give all of this up. Your spirit. You crucify your spirit when you do this. And you're paying the price. A lot of men are paying the price. And I'm not talking about you, man. I'm just saying, like, that is the fight that we are against, is the idiot. Jesus said to his disciples, he said, have salt in yourselves and be at peace with one another. You know, what I believe we actually are dealing with is it's not a human against other. It's a story that dominates the minds of people. And this may not make sense to you right away, but there's an overarching narrative, story within people's minds. And that story has been corrupted. Again, science tells you this. The policies, the every little thing, politics, science, economics, everything has a way of getting you to think in a certain lane. Discard. As Pablo Picasso said, you got to learn the rules to break them. Break the fucking rules, dude. It's a war of the stories in our heads, and a lot of people are believing the wrong story. They've lost their humanity. They do not love their neighbor. They do not have righteousness at their core. The idiot is so consumed with thought and so twisted and perverted in his thinking that there is no righteousness left. And as I said, I admire Charlie. I admire Charlie for the fact that he got up on that stage, and many stages and many places, and he was in the arena. That's what I admire about it. I admire any man in the arena, any person willing to be seen, any person willing to be heard, because that's the principle. That is the point of Thumos, is to be seen, is to be heard, a fire in the belly. And I believe he was righteous. And I believe there are many people like this, but we've become cowardly in our stances, in our demeanor, and we're hiding. I mean, you see how easy it is to hide. So many people hiding these days, and you pay the price when you hide, because, you know, dude, send me, baby, send me. That's what I say. Send me. And I heard a voice from the Lord. Who will go? Who will go for my people? Send me. That's what you got to do in your life. Send me, man. When will that really... You know what I mean, dude? Send us. Fuck. All these women. Send me. I'm ready for a civil war. Bitch, shut up. You ain't going to know. You're like, all of these women too get all emotional. Send me. He ain't talking to you, baby. He's talking to me. These women are just, dude, guys way too often listen to the opinions of their wife and girlfriend. Like, and they let that dictate how they live their lives. You gotta be an idiot. I mean, you have to be a legitimate idiot. The idiot. You could just call yourself the idiot. You could get a title at work that says, I am the idiot. Because how can you really not? Like, these women with these strong opinions, guarantee they don't have a man. Just a quiet, silence, baby girl. Baby girl. You know, silence. Enough of this. Yeah, a woman without a man is sad. It is, and now they have a voice, you know, a very loud voice. And, you know, not everyone, but about 99% of them. You got it. You know, I love women. I got 3 sisters, and 3 sisters trained me really well in the arts. Because what I realized with women having 3 sisters, younger sisters, I'm the oldest, is that women will always try to get you to react. My sister would say, oh, you don't have no girlfriend? What are you, some kind of loser? Are you gay? You don't got a girlfriend? You're in high school. What's wrong with you, loser? And I used to be like, stop it! Ah! And then she would just give me her little crooked smile, just, got his dumb ass. That's how she would look at me. My other sister just saying some shit to get under my skin. You know, and you learn if I don't react. And I just love them because they're women. They have no power over me. And yet, holy shit, man. The guys if you're a guy that had 3 sisters or 2 sisters or 1 sister, what the fuck are you getting blindsided for with women? Dude, what are you getting blindsided for? That letting them get you all emotional and riled up and trying to boss you around. Dude, just be chill. Act like you don't even need them. You don't need them in your life. You don't need this. Why would you get angry? When you're angry, you need it. Duh. When you're angry at stuff, you are really in love with it. You are really impacted by it. So stop getting so angry and emotional, you weak idiots. Again, I'm not talking to you, but this is the nature of things. Is so many guys have been absolutely fooled and just bamboozled into believing the lies and the noise. And all of these voices getting riled up, and these men that get them, like, they get them emotional. You let another man get you emotional, little fluffer, just fluff up your little emotions. Gay, dude. I mean, really? You're gonna let another man do that to you? Get you emotional? Have salt in yourselves and be at peace. You should always be at peace. Never be caught off guard, too. Someone's gonna get shot, man. Some shit's gonna happen. September 11th, God bless the people, the firefighters, the people that died on this tragic day. Something will always happen. Some turmoil, some treacherous outcome will happen. Be surprised by nothing. That is the world we live in. Humans. There is evil in the hearts. There is a story in the heads. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and evil in high places. Retardmaxxer. You know what a retard is? Never caught off guard. Never surprised. Oh, okay. Wow. That happened. God bless him. God bless those people. Carry on. Your emotions are you're gonna rise up. You do nothing. At least do something about it. At least have skin in the game. You know, at least be willing. At least be willing to be in the arena and die for an idea. At least show your face, man. At least be able to lose your job. Or you're just an idiot. You don't really believe it. Be willing. But have skin in the game. Because then, man, then it's like you're really about something. So it's time to get level-headed. Level-headedness. It's time to return, man. To return. And don't let these people get you. Don't let them get you all riled up. Again, you're not worried about tomorrow. You're not worried about the past. The past doesn't exist. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Death looms. But death is just a portal to more life. If I live, I live. And if I die, I have also lived. And death is just a portal. And that's how we should live. Nothing surprises me. Okay? Things happen. Evil prevails. But you know what? We're going to rise up. Good rises up. And it rises up by setting an example. By being righteous yourself. By treating those with kindness. By not overthinking, not getting emotional, not being filled with hatred. But live your life. Because you got people that look up to you. You got people that care for you. And that need you to care for them too, man. Seriously, like, stop quarreling and arguing with your parents. They had you. You're here. It's a gift. It's just a step. Okay? It's like all of this anger and hatred. It traps you. It's a man-made prison of the mind. It's a Retardmaxxer. All right? In these crazy times, what do? Ride the tiger, baby. Ride the tiger. I'll see you guys soon. Be at peace. Have peace with one another. God bless you. I'll see you soon. Peace.